Morning traders, this is Rich with breathingwiththemarkets.com. It is January 10th, 2025. 2025 is alive. Friday, pre-market. I'm already done for the day. Traded four accounts individually. Let's get into it. Here we are. Actually, market open was what? 3 minutes ago. But here we here we are. I didn't trade the market. I already made a video. For whatever reason, I have no idea, but only 1 minute was on the video out of probably about 10 minutes. So I'm not going to probably do a 10-minute video or not, which it sucks. Like mistakes happen, right? That's called a fucking mistake, right? Something fucking happened that normally doesn't happen. That's called a mistake or an accident. So um I say that for a reason because I do fuck up at times. And yeah, I made a mistake. It was an accident, right? Anyways, so the first account up here, up on our left, the total profit for the day was $212 on total profit for that account. And the next account down here was $228 profit for that account. And the third account was $262. And the final account was $293 for the day pre-market. I hit the market hard on all four accounts individually, and the total for the day was $995. As we can see over here to the left, I have a personal lock on all of them. I locked them after I was done trading the accounts individually after the news came out. I traded the news. I'm showing you that the news you can trade the news if you have a true skill, a true edge in the market. If you're not skilled in the market, you want to gamble and want to guess, you're going to get eaten alive. You're going to become homeless really quick. Trading is not guaranteed, but when you have an edge and you know what the hell you're doing in the market, it all makes sense. And the higher the risk, the bigger the rewards. The more you study, the better you get. Those are facts. So if we go into the reason I'm on personal lock is because if I went to do the video and then I did the video for about 10 minutes and then I go to download it and it says it's 1 minute. That's not going to work. So anyways, this is what we did today. Got a nice dump down. Anyways, if I reach out to the mentees and they reach out to me and they say, "Hey, how you did today?" And I say, I traded the news, I traded the open. And they're not gonna, and I say, "Oh, this is my account and I won." They're not gonna be able, if they ask me, "Hey, what was your thinking? Where did you get in? What did you see?" You know what I'm gonna ask them? You find out. I taught you what I see. I taught you how to do it. You tell me where I got in. And I am confident that they're going to tell me pretty much where I got in and where I took my trades. That's the confidence, that's the edge that you should have in the market. It is that objective, okay? Objective trading is the best trading. It's not hearsay. It's not what she said, he said, he thinks, she thinks. Who gives a shit what you think? Who gives a shit what I think? Okay? My opinions are not facts. Their opinions are not facts. The market behind me is a fact. Okay? The market behind me that's the facts. Look these are the facts right here, traders. It's all the facts. Okay. Nobody can tell me that this candle or this wasn't a downward push or an upward push. It's right there. There's nothing to dispute. There is absolutely nothing to dispute on the chart. It's objective. It's there. When you have to start thinking, I have a hunch, I think the market's going to turn, I think it's going to go up. The reason it came up here and it swept the liquidity. Bullshit. Okay. That's the reason that it went down because it swept the liquidity. Traders. That's someone's opinion. Are you listening? Sweeping liquidity is someone's opinion. How can they prove that with objective evidence that that's what happened? So you must be able to see the market objectively. You must have some rules, if you want to call them rules. I don't have rules. I know how to navigate through the market, and I teach the mentees how to navigate through the market the same way that I do. All you have to do is repeat that process. It is a process. The most important thing about education is what you learn from that education. It's what you actually retain at the end. You can have all of this education, but you're only going to be able to retain a certain portion of that. So if you're provided a set of facts and you're provided a set of tools for your toolbox and you're taught how to use these things and how to to find the highest probability trades. You're not guessing. It's called trading. You're trading. There was someone on TV last night talking about how they're not trading the last 3 months because they made X amount of money and they're not trading. They wanted to get into FOMO. These traders still, they're on YouTube still talking about FOMO, but they haven't figured out the fucking common sense. There's no book on common sense. Fear of missing out comes from a lack of knowledge. Can anyone dispute that? Who's going to dispute what I just said? A fear of missing out comes from a lack of knowledge in the market. Do you have fear every time you get into a car? And if you do, then something else could be wrong, and go ahead and seek some further education about driving. But you understand what I'm saying? The average normal driver does not get in the car with FOMO. So why does it only apply to trading then? It's all bullshit. They just make videos for you to listen, but unfortunately, it's fucking bullshit. What do you think? I think about 98% of our traders don't even know how to trade. Just because you think you're profitable does not mean you know how to trade. Just because you're the top in one leaderboard where you can have 20, 50, 60 accounts and now you're the leaderboard guy or girl, doesn't mean that you still know how to trade. You can gamble your way there. Absolutely you can. You can gamble your way there, and I'm not taking anything away from you. I'm telling you to think a little bit outside of the zone. Think outside of the zone, traders. There's numerous ways to get there. Do you have cash flow coming in and you keep gambling on all these trades? Because it's like gambling someone else's money, right? Do you think the person that had sold these courses on video and didn't even teach you an edge, but said they had one-on-one for you anytime you wanted? But they weren't teaching you an edge. I know that. I bought those courses. They didn't teach you an edge. I have had some courses and I have followed some people that know what they're talking about. Absolutely. And you know what? I tell them that. You're a good trader. You know what you're talking about. I don't just fucking say that. I say, oh yeah, you know what you're talking about. Because I know what I'm talking about. So you can recognize when you know what you're talking about, you can recognize others that know what they're talking about. And every time that I see a good trader or I'm listening to a trader, I tell him or her, you're a good trader. Good job. Absolutely. But all this hogwash on what it takes to be profitable, what it takes to be successful is simple. Working on a skill daily that is objective. Finding to trade in a methodical, objective way in the market. None of this theory bullshit. The market moves up and down for unknown reasons. Can't tell me behind me this fucking candle, all of a sudden a bunch of people took out, there was no buyers in the market. Bullshit. Manipulation. I love manipulation because I know how to trade manipulation. The whole fucking market's manipulation, traders. So if the whole fucking market's manipulation, why are you telling me about this fucking liquidity bullshit? Oh, wait a minute. Let me put a volume. Do you think a volume chart what do you think how a volume chart would react to this candle behind me? Don't you think it would be like some big red stick? It would be like common sense, right? Common sense doesn't apply, right? So if I just told you the market was manipulated, why are you looking at the fucking volume candle? Isn't that manipulated too? Because if the information above is manipulated, what do you think the volume down below is not manipulated? Simple questions. Just ask simple questions. I get it. People trade off of it. They're successful at it. But listen to the reason that they give you information. Doesn't mean you can't use something when the market's manipulated. Doesn't mean other things, your eyes don't lie to you, right? Doesn't mean other things don't happen that they've picked up on. Right? They picked up on, they've learned how to trade the bullshit. They've learned how to trade the bullshit. You got to learn how to trade the manipulation, okay? Because all of these fancy names on why the market goes up and down and sweep, and then somebody else gets it and they want to change the name again, and then they want to add something to it to make them special. Fine. In my opinion, that's why probably 98% of the people don't know how to trade because they're following free information. And even if it's paid information, just because it's paid information doesn't mean anything. Absolutely not. Doesn't mean a shit. I've paid for courses. I've taken courses, people that are known on the internet. Okay. And the people that do how to trade, I told them, you know how to trade. Good job. No problems with that. They know who they are. They also fucking know that they can't trade and they know who they are. Period. Anyways, I'm done for the day. I locked out the accounts. I wanted to do the first video. First video failed. I failed the video. It happens. A little pissed off because I said some other things in there, but I can't just repeat myself. I don't have a talking point. I just communicate through the market or the day. So I wish everyone well. I'm done for the day already, and I'm gonna wrap this up, post a video. Peace. If you want to learn how I trade on a daily basis and through a methodical approach to the market, go to breathingwiththemarkets.com. I'll see you there.